Both teams have locked in their lineups, and the games can finally begin.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Enter the stadium.
welcome back.
to the Armory. Now's the time
So,
for our teams to
in
work
this
out their
game, I wanted to
strategies.
bring back a classic build. Simply because we're against a Junker Queen and we're against a Genji. So, ignore the fact that there's a Pharah. Here we're checking to see if the teams are even with groups. There's a pin devoid. Oh. Well, they've got at least a duo. So, that means they've got an advantage. But yeah, the classic build of getting Phantasm, getting Liquid Nitrogen. That's the core of the build. So yes, we've spoiled it in advance, but I want you guys to know what you're in for this game. And it's simple. Phantasm is amazing against Junker Queen and amazing against Genji. And if you find yourself against this pairing in particular, then yeah, just Phantasm, Liquid Nitrogen, you're going to have a good time. The enemy team is not going to have a very good time. So yeah, we just mute the all chat this game because chat has been bugging me a bit recently. Enemy Pharah, the one who was talking about solo ulting me or something, seem to have forgotten their power. I mean, if anything, that justifies the avoid, right? But I'm sure they will get a solo ult. Or 2 or 3 or 4 on me this game, if that's what they're gunning for. So we start off the round. We've got a Sigma. We've got Wu Yang as well. Pharah. We've got our own with a Cassidy. No mercies in this game. Enemy team's got Brig, Moira, Tiger Paw on Moira. Very, very good Moira. Yeah, Junker Queen, Genji. And yeah, obviously the Pharah. So our team getting a little early lead here, forcing them back. So I'm firing a lot of damage orbs because I took ability lifesteal, and also I want to have the damage orb ready for if the Genji or Junker Queen dash in. But we do want to, at this point, switch to heal orbs, because right now they're the ones who have to come to us and they're just kind of poking us with this long range spam. So it just makes sense to just keep putting down heal orbs, making sure that our team stay nice and healthy as we get the bot to the first checkpoint. So we're looking to see if a damage orb is a good idea. Bounce that heal orb off the back wall. Junker Queen does get a swing on us, but we're just going to Phantasm orb that. It's going to heal up the Sigma as well. Quick heal to our Wu Yang at the back. We've got another orb. This time we've got a damage orb, which we're going to drop on the other side where the Junker Queen's using for cover. So we can choose here, damage or healing. We opt for damage. We managed to assist in taking down the Junker Queen. So now we're just going to make sure we keep our Sigma alive. It's looking good so far. The double orb over to where the Genji is. The Coalescence was mostly to save the Sigma, but as soon as we saw that they were okay, it was like, okay, let's see if we can pick off the Pharah. And now we're just forcing them back and trying to get into a position. Like, we want to play reasonably far forward because we can flat bounce the orbs for when they jump down for a contest. So flat bounce one off of this wall, and then we can just drop a Phantasm orb, and now there's a lot of pressure. Coalescence comes in from enemy Moira. We're not going to be able to get to the Sigma because part of that orb, that's maybe not the best place for you to ult there. There's a double orb here. We're just going to retreat, hide behind a wall, but Pharah has spotted us, tagged us, taken us out. So we got it really, really far. Like, we get so many more fights, even if there wasn't 42 seconds left. So Wu Yang just hiding now. We're making decent enough money. Enemy team also making pretty good money, actually, which is a little bit weird. But, you know, that's how Stadium Cash works. There's many ways to get cash. Oh, Sigma's very, very low. See if we can get the heals onto him. Wu Yang helps. But now we've used heal orbs, which means we've got nothing for the Genji. Okay, Cassidy with some good roll in and just survive the blade. Take down the Genji. I think there's a Moira close by as well. And drop off the Phantasm orb. Retreat round for cover. Fire the orb up high for the Pharah. There's only a Brig here. Brig might take down the Cassidy. Cassidy just about surviving. And it looks like we're taking round 1 quite easily, actually.
Surrender to my will.
Good start. Get MVP 15,000, which is a very nice amount to have.
Let's have a look at our MVPs.
So we've got a decision. We can already buy Liquid Nitrogen, and we could get some ability lifesteal with it. We could get Cyber Venom, or we could just go for a more normal build that builds up quite a lot of AP or ability lifesteal. And I'm sort of deciding, because we could just straight up buy it now. But I kind of want to keep my cash high. So we're thinking, okay, if I just get my favorite combo of Energized Braces and Vitality Amplifier, that would look quite good. But now I'm thinking I could get more AP. So we get Energized Braces. It's like, ah, look, we can get custom stock for 10 AP. And then what are we going to get? There's an option for Smart Orbs, but we've got Phantasm. So it only really is going to affect, well, it will only affect the main orb. Wrist Wraps. I mean, we did a lot of grasping. And it's like, hang on a minute. We can put the gadget down. That will give us heal options while we're using the damage orbs. So even though it's a weapon power one, it does give us 25 armor, which is going to help us survive. Plus we get the little gadget. So yeah, that's what we opt to go for this comp. For this round even. Right, round 2, our team's 7k in the lead. I actually got mixed up on which way I need to go, and it's kind of confused my teammates here. Like, you can go either way, but I don't want to really split the team up. Like here, now the Cassidy's gone through there, and yeah, it's a bit messy. So I'm going to follow the tank. Brig diving in there. Can we get any extra damage down? We've got our gadget as well, healing the Sigma. Also, while we bounce an orb, so that it bounces around the corner and stays in that room, because we want them to rotate. We hear the Genji shooting behind, but I don't really have the time to focus that. Drop a heal orb, flat bouncing one. And we've got our gadget as well, which we can, yeah, drop down if we need it. Gonna get back towards the point. Get towards that position. We've got the gadget down. Sigma is in it a little bit, but he's very low health. This is a problem we're gonna have to fade. And what? Yeah, okay. So we fired the damage orb, heal orb. I don't think it's gonna save me anyway if somebody does turn. And I don't think anyone else on my team is gonna use that heal orb, so we might as well try damage orb. So yeah, looking at the money, enemy teams earned so much money, like just from this round already. And you'd think it's reasonably even. Sometimes it's a little bit baffling, but it is what it is. Right, so opting to go onto the left-hand side here. Let's make sure our team's healthy. We really should be pushing in, maybe not so much now. Colossus comes in, we cannot get to the Pharah. If the Pharah came this way, they'd be safe. But now we're in a bit of... Oh, we use the gadget, but then we get anti-healed. Coalescence, I'm not sure about that. We kill the Pharah, but can we do much more with it? It's because I don't want to be too far behind like the enemy Moira in ults. If I just hold this ult, they'll get 2 ults in this game. Oh, I thought I had Fade, but it was the gadget. So yeah, I don't mind kind of matching roughly when the enemy ult uses it. But yeah, I don't like somebody getting like an extra ult in the mirror matchup anyway. So enemy team's on 85%. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get even close to this. Are we even going to be able to get to our Sigma? Pharah's chasing the Genji. They should be alright with that, so we're going to leave them, try and get over to the point. Team is capping. Good play from them. Pharah does take down the Genji, which is awesome. And now we've got a lot of work to do. We still need 70% at the point. Long range Pharah spam's coming in. Can choose to put down our Phantasm Orb here as well, because the next one's healing, and we've also got our gadget, which is free to use. The cooldown on it's not too bad, so we just drop it here. Sigma's not playing in it though. Yeah, we kind of wasted that. I was expecting the Sigma to push forward. Oh, big ult on the Brig. If we fire an orb as they land, Brig gets taken down, but now we've got no cooldowns, and we've made a mistake by going near to the window because Genji saw his next target. I was looking to see if I could get any grasps on him, but yeah, that's not good. So, enemy team going to be taking this round. We only earned 8,000. It's not a good amount of cash. In retrospect, going for Liquid Nitrogen probably would have been better, or even Cyber Venom. It's one of those things where I wanted more AP so that I could generate more cash. Even if it was losing the round. And in this case, we got neither, right? We didn't win the round and we didn't generate a lot of cash either. So round 3, we get a power. So immediately I'm thinking, right, okay, we're getting the Liquid Nitrogen regardless. So okay, what if I just sell pretty much everything here? I can afford Liquid Nitrogen, #1 priority, messes up Junker Queen. Anti-heal, as in Cyber Venom, as a Yeah, Banshee's asking me about that one. And I want that because I know that enemy Moira was on cross orbital, which means they're definitely doing a load of healing. You've also got Junker Queen. Genji's probably on a lifesteal build. So with this, I have to buy ability lifesteal because as soon as I've got those debuffs, pretty much all of my orbs are going to be damage orbs. And now we've got a choice.
Only 20 seconds remain before the action begins.
The choice is, do we go multi-ball or cross-orbital? And even before this person was saying take triple balls, I was planning to go that one anyway. Because in this case, I really want to apply the double debuffs to as many players as possible. And I feel like I can do that. Wu Yang's putting out decent enough heal numbers. So let's just get the double debuffs on. And yeah, try out this round and see how it goes. So just fire a couple of pokey orbs. Oh, we hear the Genji. We've got to watch out for him. The problem is we can't all just get distracted by him. So, because otherwise we'll just all have our back to enemy team. Drop off those slows and anti-heals over onto the Junker Queen, but Pharah comes in with a baby ult. That's one of those solo ults, I guess. I mean, it's not a real ult, so it doesn't count, right? Has to be a proper barrage. Anyway, so seems quite close at the moment. Wu Yang's critical, so we are going to fire probably the only heal orb in this game. Like in this round even. So now we want to get forward. We've used another heal orb just in time for the Pharah mini ult as well. Looks like they were going for the sneaky flanks again. That's twice, and even now I have no idea where they are. Oh, Genji's weak. Make sure we drop off the double orb, or in that case 4 orbs over onto them. Or Brig gets a little hit on us. We're a bit exposed here out in the open. With the high noon, it does mean that we can get the Phantasm orb and keep applying these debuffs to the Junker Queen, who's now low, wastes the ult as well. Can we get up to support the Sigma? Get the debuffs over onto the Genji. Oh, Pharah takes down enemy Pharah. So we want to try and guard the high ground here. We hear footsteps. I'm going to bounce them off a flat wall so they hopefully come back up these stairs. Just in case the Genji was there, and they get taken down also by the Pharah. Still brave orb there, but we're just dropping one off and then we fire our other orbs as well. Brig's very low, pings the Brig. She does get taken down. Quick heals over onto the Sigma Junker Queen, very, very low. The side orb hits him. Just a debuff, but yeah, it's our Sigma that gets the kill. And this is working out really well for us right now. I'm not sure, is it Wu Yang who's currently on the objective? Pushing it away. Thank you very much for your service. They really need some sort of like money split mechanism. Oh, Pharah comes in. Didn't believe that I was going to be able to heal them in time, so instead we just make sure that we take out the Pharah. He's then into 1-for-1. Heal orbs. Okay, it wasn't the only heal orbs we used. We fire one off and it conveniently hits both the Sigma and the Pharah, but we can't get up there. I mean, or can we? So try to get there. Couldn't get there in time. Now we saw a player over to the left side. We pinged that. I don't know who it was. It was the Pharah again. Another orb comes in. Cassidy with a nice little shot over onto the Pharah. But now we've got an entire enemy team charging towards us. Briggs used rally. We're going to fade away. This is going to be tricky to escape from. Show ourselves in one direction. Now we try and push through. Oh, orb comes in. Cassidy taking down the Genji as well. Oh, don't want that damage orb in our face. Somehow we managed to stay alive there. A little bit of trickery as Phantasm orbs over onto the Junker Queen. Enemy Moira there. I want to go that way, but I feel like there's more value here. We can leave the Moira fighting the Sigma rather than allowing AoE on both of us. We can just try and stop the rest of the enemy team. It's getting close. In comes a Blade. I haven't got Fade. I need Fade. Fade. Fade was not... Oh, Genji nearly took down the Pharah as well. I mean, it probably would have benefited us if they do. Yeah, because Pharah then dies late. They didn't have enough health. There wasn't any sports nearby. Not that we're looking up for the Pharah anyway, but they could always land next to us. Fire the multi-ball there. Little Phantasm orb over onto the Junker Queen. Liquid Nitrogen is still really good for slowing players down. Sigma gets taken down, but we've got a lot of orbs in there. Enough damage there with the Cassidy, who's cleaning up these kills. Oh, taking them down. Phantasm orb again over onto the Genji. Genji gets taken down by the Pharah. DPS performing here. Now they're not going to touch the point. Oof. Okay, good round from our team. We're in the lead cash-wise. We get MVP, 13k. Can't complain there. We're putting out okay heal numbers. The damage numbers obviously are going to be higher because that's how I play. You got a nice 19 eliminations as well. So, to expand on this, we could buy a 10k item and a 4k item. So that could be Energized Braces and say Super Flexor or Phantasmic Flux. So that would be the kind of obvious one. But the thing about Energized Braces is once you've got Phantasmic Flux, and in this case we've also got Shady Spectacles or whatever, the 10% lifesteal. We don't really need that one. Now, most people here would go for Smart Orbs. I am not the biggest fan of Smart Orbs unless you've got Cross Orbal. Because Smart Orbs are really good for heal orbs. But for the damage orbs, they're not that great. Because damage orbs generally, when you're debuffing, you want them to pass through the enemies so you can debuff multiple players. And Smart Orbs can sometimes mean that they use up all of their capacity on the tank. Yeah, that's going to do more damage to them. But it's not always a good thing. Like I flat bounce nearly every orb that I fire, so I'm expecting multiple passes. And Smart Orbs can slow it down. So yeah, we're not too fussed about getting Smart Orbs. It can be good if you want them to, say, stick to the tank or stick to a Brig or a Zen. Like I do like Smart Orbs against Zen, because they can push quite aggressively into you or sit at the back, and sometimes having the Smart Orbs with high AP can work out really well. Extendrils, of course, is another good option, but Phantasmic Flux gives us that survivability. So I bounce it there, assuming that they're going to arrive at the same time, but they actually go a different direction. So we've seen a few plays up here. Phantasm Orb over onto the Genji. Ooh, with that orb there, that's going to hurt, actually. We go and take cover over onto the point briefly. Oh, Farah's here with the ults again. We haven't got the fade, but good damage from our team. The orb also ability lifesteal helping us out quite a lot there. Sigma's gets taken down. Another orb there, and we're on the retreat here. Genji chasing us down. We're trying to move as much as we can. But he's got a Dragon Blade swing after deflect by the looks of it. So, enemy team look like they're getting the midpoint. In fact, they are getting the midpoint. Doesn't look like it. They definitely are. So now we're on the back foot here. Now the question is, what happens with the ults here? Going to bounce an orb off of the wall there, so it hopefully goes around the sticks. Does actually get damage out over onto the Pharah, who I believe just sat in the Phantasm Orb. Let's do it again. It's the same orb, Genji going for a deflect, but I think he deflected one of the side orbs. If it, well, would have only deflected one of the side orbs, the main orb was still there. And our team doing great here. We've got somebody back on the point. We're just trying to get a few kills or keep the pressure up. Which, though our team might have overextended a little bit here. Phantasm Orb, oh, we've got nothing. We didn't make the little jump. So actually, enemy team got their ults through. Oh, Cassidy over onto the Junker Queen. Does take her down with High Noon. Got a few players here. Fire the damage orbs in. They connect a little bit. That's going to debuff some players. Again, we haven't got our fade for the blade. Oh, we do just about manage to get it up. And yeah, Sigma, Pharah cleaning up the players. Take two. Let's not overextend this time. They are getting the forward spawns, which means the mid fight's going to be pretty interesting. I don't think they can push us again. I mean, that's a bad time to use ult. Because even if they do kill players, like killing the Pharah here, we've got time to respawn. So I'm not a fan, and I'm not a fan of that ult either. Because potentially, I mean, we have to get the kills quite late here, because otherwise there's still 12 seconds left. They've got time to respawn and get back in time. Now, Brig uses Rally. This is a little bit different. The point unlocks soon, and same with the Coalescence. We use this Coalescence because we want to ensure that the Brig is not here for the actual fight. Like, I think the timing of that one works out well, so that she is just not going to be back in time. So Pharah, we saw that she was rotating. We get little debuffs onto them, and we'll let the Pharah have their 1v1. Not because, you know, we're nice like that, but because we don't want any more players to get occupied by them. So yeah, Brig was not back in time, so they couldn't really push in. That's the timing that you need to use your ults, not when our Sigma did, for example.
You can really tell who the playmakers are.
So we get MVP again. I mean, it's not that surprising when you're playing Moira, but just pointing it out in case some of you didn't like the video already.
What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
Right, the power. This is the awkward choice. Because enemy Moira has got Liquid Nitrogen and Cyber Venom. So we automatically go cross Orbal because we're on an Orb build. I could go Chain Grasp, but I have no intention against Genji Junker Queen to go for the kind of weapon power stuff. It's going to be Orbs all the way. And then I'm thinking, we also pick up Extendrils for the reasons mentioned earlier. Extendrils doesn't change the speed of the Orb, so we can get those flybys. Or bounce backs even. But I'm kind of thinking, should I just not have Cross Orbal? Because yes, it's really good for healing, but if enemy Moira's got Cyber Venom anyway, maybe there's more benefit to my team to pick Void Hoppers. Now, the downside of picking Void Hoppers is that you can't go back. If you try it for one round and it doesn't really work, and then you're like, oh, I wish my team had a bit more healing. So yeah, look, we see enemy Moira on Liquid Nitrogen and Cyber Venom there. So we can sell our power now, so it is an option. But yeah, as I said, I didn't end up taking it because I just felt if it doesn't work out, we're stuck with it in this Orb build. And I mean, it's only cleansing stuff, which is... I mean, it would be quite good against the Junker Queen ult. It's good against the Moira debuffs, and sometimes you can save players from like Dragon Blade swings. But no, I think Cross Orb was just the safer choice. Void Hoppers is kind of a, you know, maybe if we're behind in rounds, it might be a good choice. So we fire the damage orbs through the route that people normally hit, normally take even, and we get some hits. Fire a few more. Oh, the orb behind the Junker Queen. If she tries to retreat there, she's going to get hit by that orb. But Pharah's over on us, and we've got no cooldowns. This Pharah at the start is being really sneaky. That's kind of all they do. But they are being really sneaky and getting some success with it. Not so much that time. They need more distraction before they can go for plays like that. They're not quite mega tanky. You can't deny the player that I avoided is doing some work at the start of the early rounds. The question is, how much is their team losing by not having them while they're waiting to make that play? So, pushing up now, slowed players, drop that off of the Genji just to make sure that we get hit. We hear Brig over in the top right, so we're going to fire an orb there, but she does leave there quickly. Does get taken down. Pharah, long-range rockets, combined with our orbs, taking them down. Quick present for the Junker Queen, but got to watch out in case she pushes and chases us. Even with Liquid Nitrogen. Just want to make sure that we fade back. There's all sorts of options for her. So, huge kills here. This is looking really, really good for our team. Pharah's now ulting everybody again, but coming in at the end of the fight. Really need to time that while people are actually fighting, and not just coming in at the end and maybe trading one for one. And one for one is just not really good enough if that's all you're doing. So we're just leaving an orb behind here in case anyone pushes. Any ticks will let us know if somebody is pushing through. I've got my coalescence, so we're looking for options here. Use it here. It's not great. We can't go forward because of the break. Surely we... I was going to say, surely we win that. The Pharah was already weak, but... Hey, look, they took us down. Either way, look how far we've pushed the objective. That's going to be really tricky for the enemy team to recover from here. Especially when they haven't moved it any meters. Sigma's out there alone. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any heals, so we'll just try and hide behind the wall, and our Pharah's going in for a kill. There we go, we get the little assist, the little cheeky combo there. The Genji's deflect to end as we fire our orbs out. Now we've got the little high ground areas here, and I don't mean the ones in front of us, I mean the ones behind us there. So each time we know that Junker Queen can't really chase us, so that's a favourite fade spot. After we've dropped off the Phantasm Orb, we can look for those high ground spots. We didn't this time. We just kind of faded out of there. Try and get some healing on our low health players. Pharah coming in for an ult again. We've got Phantasm Orb. This time we had our fade. It's not really going to work with a fade. You know, Void Hoppers might have also been really good there because it's just good for the Pharah ults. And our team, we do take the victory. Phantasm, Liquid Nitrogen is still just as good, well, nearly as good as it was against Junker Queen and Genji combos. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. It's a cheeky little one for you there, but I just, we got to play the game. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. What did we do here? It was the I mean, it was just a messy push. There's nothing exceptional here. Bye, guys. See you soon.
For all the tales.